Singer's Advice. Well, thanks for joining me. Well, today I'm going to talk about vocal fry. Here we go. So, what is vocal fry? I get asked about this. How do I get this into my voice? How do I do this, that creak, I suppose you could call it as well, vocal fry and creak. Well, what is it to start with? Well, it's kind of that sound you hear when someone goes, that is sort of the basics of doing vocal fry, which sounds utterly hideous. And you would think, why do I want to do that when I'm singing? But it's that kind of sound you hear. If, for example, if you go the onset into a line, so I'm so in love with you, whatever you want me to. It's that sound. Now, there's a lot of controversy about vocal fry because some people think it's really bad for your voice, but I think if it's done, you know, in small doses, done correctly, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So how do you get that into your voice? Well, the first way is to literally just practice going. Now, when you do that, there is no constriction. We're not going. You know, you shouldn't feel. This should be completely relaxed. Okay. You just actually feel a little bit of this working, so that. I remember making this sound when I was little. It was just some weird sound that I could do, like, and I never really thought about it as being the thing that makes you go but what it actually is, it's your vocal folds coming together, and it's quite a good thing for your vocal folds to be doing, because we want our vocal folds to connect, but we don't want them to connect, you know, harshly. If you do it wrong, then you're constricting and going you don't want that kind of sound, okay? So it's not like you're not squeezing anything, it's not a tense sound, it's a very relaxed, and maybe it's a good way is to come down kind of a siren or on an E sound or something, and just kind of let it fall into it. So try that. Now, a lot of people use it, I think especially males use it for lower range tones to kind of just bring it out a little bit. So when you're singing something low down, you know, if you were down that, I don't know, it helps in some ways, but that's how you make that sound, and that is how you can bring it into your voice. So just practicing that, making sure that nothing scratchy, shouldn't feel scratchy or hard work, or there should be no tension in your neck or your jaw or anywhere else, and it just is literally getting that that is how once you've got that feeling, then you move on to putting it with something. So let's do a little exercise on it. And ooh's probably a good one to start with. So we can go, you've got to feel that connection with your vocal folds. So ooh, ooh, me, you. It works great on vowels. Yeah, that's where it's at. A, I, O, ooh. And it should just feel really, really easy. So if you're doing it right, it feels easy. If you're doing it wrong, you're constricting, and it's probably not going to do your voice any good. Another way of finding the place of vocal fry is on a sound. So going. So again, it's a really relaxed sound, it's a really relaxed feeling. you're not really doing much apart from letting your vocal folds come together. And it sounds awful. You're probably thinking, why? What? That sounds awful and like damaging your voice. But you're not. You're not constricting. You're not tensing the vocal folds. They're actually just kind of like vibrating. So try it out, see if you can get it. And like I said, you don't want to be vocal frying it, creaking it all over a song, because you know, everything in small doses is much better. So give it a go and let me know how you get on. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again soon at Singer's Advice.